All right, good morning.
Morning.
At this time, we will turn it over to our city clerk.
This is the pre-meeting of the Mobile City Council, Tuesday, January 19th. We have approval of minutes from January 12th. And also, we need to adopt the property purchase disclosure for the Brooklyn property that was purchased. So I'll just read that out after the adoption of the minutes. I'll just read out, and we need a motion to adopt that. Okay. Public hearing today is a public hearing to fix the cost for the demolition of the structure at 908 Fairmont Street, 1312 Charmaine Circle North, and 422 Lincoln Boulevard. Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. We have no one signed for non-agenda items other than, well, the people that want to, they're assigned for agenda items. Those are the people that want to talk about the food truck ordinance.
How many of those people do we have, Lisa?
There were two. Elizabeth Sanders sent an email regarding those restaurant owners. I'm sorry, Elizabeth Stevens.
Yeah, I think David Clark wanted to possibly speak as well. I know he wanted to be on the Zoom.
Oh, yeah, he is on, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Essential COVID-19 items held over, 64036, ordinance to rezone property located at the east terminus of Blue Ridge Boulevard, extending to the west terminus of Old Dobbin Drive North, the west terminus of Harness Way, the north terminus of Creekline Drive, and the north terminus of Valleydale Drive from R1, R2, and B1 to R1.
I'm gonna hold that over for 2 weeks.
2
Right.
weeks.
2 weeks.
$34,040, ordinance to amend chapter 34 of the city code regarding short-term lodging and rentals.
Chris has suggested we table this, which we can do. You know, we've got a task force that we are setting up, and I think 2 members have their appointees on the agenda today. Since we are setting up this task force and we want them to come back with a recommendation, I think it's probably best that we do table this. They can certainly use what Chris has put together for research and information. But since we are appointing them to this task force, I think it's best that we just table this today.
Why don't we hold it over so
Well,
I'm afraid if we table it, everybody will forget about it.
Yeah, let's give it a date specific.
well, we can.
90 days?
Well, the only thing about it is if we keep this on our agenda, it is as if we intend to pass this. So if that is the case, then what is our task force going to be looking at? I think they need to come in and be objective and not have this out there as something to amend. I mean, I see it both ways, but if we're going to have a task force, I think they need to start fresh with all of the information and go forward. Now, they need a time certain to do their work. Yes. But
The task force expires June 30th, I think, is their deadline.
yeah.
And
they may come back with something totally different than what we've been looking at.
So
you know, these
why
things
don't
are turning into. I'm
why
sorry.
don't
Go
we
ahead, Fred.
lay it over for July? Because once they report back to us, it's back in our court. So we can set the first Tuesday after July the 4th to bring it back.
What do you, Ms. Graham, is it fine with everybody?
I'm with
Sounds good.
What day is that?
July 6th. So we're laying this one over or
July 6th.
until July 6th? Okay. 07043, ordinance pertaining to animal tethering. I don't know.
Okay, we'll have a public safety committee meeting immediately after the council meeting. And we have had a lot of responses on this one. I haven't gotten any responses from people who say, let's leave the dog on the chain. So I expect this to be spirited discussion on this item.
Well, if the only people we've heard from are people who are in favor of it, have we heard, I haven't heard anything from anybody who's opposed to it.
Neither have I.
Mr.
No,
Chair,
but how
President.
has the word been spread though? I mean,
The same way we spread all of them, we haven't done anything any different.
I know, but as soon as we start talking about this and passing something, that's when you'll hear from people who are opposed to it.
Well, we would air today.
You know,
We'll find out today.
yeah, I don't know that we will.
I doubt if anyone come down here to say, I just want my dog on the chain. I don't believe nobody gonna come down here and say that.
Well, I don't think they're gonna come down anywhere. They're gonna cut and paste a bunch of stuff off the internet. And we just need to be careful of who we listen to because they're all in favor, but the 5 people that I know of didn't read it. They just cut and pasted what the advocates asked them to cut and paste. It's identical language. Some say that a dog should never be chained. I mean, I think we just need to listen carefully. There's only one paragraph in this whole ordinance that means anything. And that's the last one. Before the disclaimers, that is.
I agree with you, yeah. That's exactly what we're going to do. That's exactly what, that's the perfect.
That's
Wait a minute. Is that dog on a chain?
dogs inside, doesn't matter.
That dog owns the house. This is all hers. If she
I
wants
just
get-
wanted to get it straight. The whole world listening at us, so sound like he may not have had his water. I was just checking in, John.
Hey, that's a miracle dog right there.
Mhm.
08003, approved purchase order to Octane
Wait,
forklift.
wait. I don't think we decided. Did we decide what we were gonna do with the ordinance?
No,
Yeah.
let's lay it over. We're not gonna vote on that today.
We got a committee meeting today.
You
We
wanna
got a
lay it
committee
over,
meeting.
you wanna lay it over for a month, Fred?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
08003, approved purchase order to Octane forklift for electric forklift. 08004, approved purchase order to Train US Inc. for 4 gas electric rooftop HVAC units for Harmon Recreation Center. 09005, allocate $200,000 from the stormwater fund to the Osprey contract and other stormwater management activities. 21006, authorized contract with J. Payne Organization for Lions Park Improvements, Phase 1. 21007, authorized contract with J. Payne Organization for Sandstop Park Improvements, Phase 2. 23008, accept deed for the acquisition of property for McGregor Avenue widening from Dolphin Street to Airport Boulevard.
I'm just curious about I look at one contractor with almost $1 million in contracts. And just curious, how were they picked? Is this just on a list of capability or just
Low
curious?
bidder.
Low bidder, both of them low bidder. Okay.
Yes.
I'll look back at the bid sheet. All right, thank you.
Essential COVID-19 items being introduced for the first time. 57001, amend Chapter 57, Article 2, Division 2 of the Mobile City Code to add a new section on food trucks.
Okay, Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
Um,
Yes, sir.
You
Mr.
appointed
Davis?
the Finance Committee to handle the investigation into this matter, and um, I have to admit that it's been a very frustrating experience. We held an initial committee meeting at which we had some comment. The committee decided at the end of that meeting to urge both the brick and mortar operators and the food truck operators to get together to see if they could come up with something that they could all live with. I followed that up with an email, a message to everybody whose email messages the clerk had, addresses the clerk had, urging them to get together. As far as I know, there was never any effort by any of them to get together and work this matter out themselves. We had a subsequent committee meeting last week in which none of them showed up to offer their opinion. And then all of a sudden, when this appears on the agenda on Thursday, people start complaining. The primary point of contention appears to be the setback provision. We have had an offer from Mr. Anderson to look at GIS and draw some circles from the brick and mortar restaurants to see what a 50-foot would look like. I know that Mr. Williams had been interested in getting some kind of visual look at what these various setbacks would mean. Suggestions have been made that we have another committee meeting. I'm open to that.
They want to know so they can. He's frozen.
At the table, because this is.
You're breaking
this is
up on
where the
us.
Hash gets.
You're breaking up on us, Mr. Davis.
Can you hear me now?
I heard that, yes, sir.
Okay, so I guess we're at the point where we have another committee meeting, and my suggestion would be that we hold this over, go ahead and take it up, hold it over for a month, and have another committee meeting in the meantime.
Thank you, Mr. Davis, and thank you to you and all your committee members for the meetings that you've had on this subject. I pretty much have run into the similar situation as you have, and kind of getting the feedback after the meetings are not necessarily associated with the meetings, but I also understand the importance of the topic both to the brick and mortar operators and the food truck operators. So if we could have a little more time to continue to hear, maybe find a happy medium, I think we'll get there.
Is everybody okay with holding this over for a month?
Yeah,
Great.
I'm going to go ahead and move into the conference room because I can't apparently, my internet doesn't work here in my office. So
So
I'll be
go
moving
back
into
there,
the.
Lana, and make sure,
All right.
see if he's on
Mr.
Wi-Fi.
President, I'm also going to ask again I don't see the bid sheets on the J. Payne contracts.
Yes, sir.
They generally come, the bid sheets generally come, and I didn't see them in there. And so I'd just be curious if I could get those, both of those bid sheets where he came out lowest bidder.
And if they could send it to everybody on both projects, that would be very helpful.
Hey,
Just
John,
bid
this
sheet.
is Brad Christensen. I'll email you those shortly.
Cool. Thank you, Brad.
Madam City Clerk?
Okay. 88002, ordinance deeming vacant property along Dog River Road no longer needed for public or municipal purpose and authorizing the sale to MJM LLC. 03027, 028, and 028 are appointing Mary Kidd, Wayne Gardner, and Chris Enzor to the ad hoc short-term rental citizens advisory committee. and appointing Maddie Shepherd to the History Museum of Mobile Board. 08029, approved purchase order to Emergency Equipment Professional for 3 Braun Liberty ambulances, $740,394. 08030, approved purchase order to UJ Chevrolet for 2 4x4 extended cab pickup trucks, $54,983.68. And 08031, approved purchase order to UJ Chevrolet for 3 4x2 pickup trucks, $82,323.24. 09032, reallocate $132,185.24 from capital project O'Shell sidewalks from Union to Highland to Grant fund to TAP MB O'Shell Road sidewalks from Union to Highland.
I would like for someone to discuss this with me because it look like we changing quarterbacks. It has nothing to do with the contract. This project been going on for about 4 years. We have put sidewalks down all around the city, and all we're saying here, we're gonna move from one place to the other. I want to know where. I want to be able to tell the citizens where are we? When can they expect the sidewalks to be installed on O'Shell Road? When will the contract come before this council?
Fred, the contract's already been submitted in Novus. It didn't make this council meeting. It should be on the next council meeting.
Okay, because I was told that before. I was told that before, and nothing ever appeared.
It's in Novus. It went in with the transfer of the funds. We have to transfer out of capital into the grant funds to be able to do the grant so that we get the reimbursement on the 80%. And so that's what's taken place, and the contracts was with it, but it didn't make the agenda.
Let's add it.
Mary Ann, if
Sir.
we have the contract, we can add it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It hasn't been approved by everyone, but it should be on there next week.
Well, Mr. Mayor, can we, has it met your approval so we can put it on the agenda today and vote on it next week?
Mr. Mayor?
I would have to ask the question, do we have it prepared to put up?
It was sent to us.
Is that Jennifer weighing in?
Yes, it's in Novus now. It just hasn't got approved by all the people that have to approve it. It has to go through legal and it has to go through accounting. So and they may be holding it to make sure the money transfers first so that the money's in the account before they approve the contract.
I will look in my signature file, and if it's made it to my desk, I'll make sure it gets signed immediately. And we'll back up and see who hasn't approved it.
Everybody follow me. If we put it on the agenda today, this thing's been in the running for a long time. We can let the legal and accounting go through next week and we vote on it. And if they don't get a legal review and Chris doesn't tell us it's complete, then we wait until the following week.
Ricardo, can you track it down and see where it's hung up?
Mary Ann is looking at it now.
Thank you. $21,033, authorized contract with Yamaha Motor Finance Corporation, USA for leasing of golf carts, $67,000. $37,034, revoked business license held by Christopher Gully doing business as Shotgun Party Hall on Spring Hill Avenue. $40,035, 36 and 37 of fixing the cost of demolition of the structures. $58,038, assessed cost for removal of weeds, repeat Weedling Group 43. $60,039, approve award of special bonus to the officer of the month for December. Call for public hearings. 41,040, call for public hearing to rezone properties located
at 107 and 111 North Lafayette Street and 106 Providence Street, north side of Old Shell Road, extending to the east side of Providence Street and the west side of North Lafayette Street from B1 and R1 to R1, scheduled February 16th. That's the holiday, right?
Do we have, any indication about adding that item, Madam Assistant City Clerk?
Everyone's approved it except the mayor, so I can, go ahead and put it on the agenda.
That would be great. Ms. Stimson, we just need
Outstanding.
your signature.
As I see it, I'll sign it.
Let's
I'm
let's
sorry,
get these sidewalks going. I'm
Let
with you.
people-
Let's get them going.
Let the people walk.
Mr. President, on this, public hearing, that date, we'll have to change that date to February 17th. February 16th is a holiday.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds great.
And Mr. President,
Mr. Daves?
so the ones I marked up as being taken out of order today will be 57001, the food truck ordinance. We're going to take it up and hold it over for a month. 03027, the appointments to the short-term rental advisories committee. 03028, the appointment to the History Museum Board. And then 40-035, 36, 37, fixing the costs, 58-038, assessing costs, and 60-039, approving the award of special bonus.
We didn't want to do 37034. We heard that, had the public hearing last week. That's the revoking of the license.
Right.
Yes, that's right.
Well, Mr. Arledge, you got any opinion on whether we should move it up or not?
I was thinking it was on the agenda. It's not.
Right.
I don't object to it. The owner pretty much agreed with it.
He has agreed. He's already told us.
Right.
So there's no reason why we shouldn't deal with that.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that taken care of, any modifications to that list that Councilman Davis just discussed? And if not, anything from your end, Madam City Clerk?
No, that's all.
Mr. Mayor?
Good, thank you.
All righty. And well, we see each other at 10:30.